A cherry blossom tree unexpectedly becomes pregnant and gives birth to a baby. The baby has hands, eyes and feet. The villagers, believing it to be an abandoned infant, take it in to raise. However, they fail to notice the pink foam left around the baby's mouth. Afterward, strange things begin to happen. The child refuses to drink breast milk and instead sucks on the pink foam from the tree. Over 10 years, she still looks like an infant. After 30 years, her parents pass away and the girl finally grows to the size of a child. The family cares for her for 3 generations, and after 80 years, she finally matures into a graceful young woman. But the most miraculous thing is that whenever the girl falls ill, the cherry blossom tree wilts. Once she recovers, the tree blossoms again, as if rejuvenated. A famous entomologist arrives, curious about the tree, which has not bloomed for hundreds of years. Instead, he finds a beautiful woman sitting under the tree, who seems unaware of his presence. The pink foam secreted by the tree catches his attention as well. At this point, the tree's owner appears and tells the entomologist that the girl lost her sight and hearing long ago, so she cannot communicate. The entomologist immediately asks if the girl has ingested the pink foam, which contains a type of insect called wood spirit. This insect poses no harm to the tree, but when ingested by animals, it gradually numbs the 5 senses until they are completely lost. The man dismisses the entomologist's theory, saying that the cherry blossom tree is a family heirloom, and he will not allow it to be harmed. But that night, the man secretly comes to collect the wood spirit insects, and the entomologist, observing from afar, realizes that the man is using the insects as painkillers and selling them to the villagers. The man claims it is a family remedy passed down through generations, which can help the people. The woman under the tree has lived for 80 years, yet her appearance has never changed. In the entomologist's understanding, the wood spirit can only numb an animal's nervous system, but it cannot preserve youth indefinitely. Both the treatment of the insects and the girl's mysterious condition require further investigation before the entomologist can leave. The man agrees to let him look into it. When they reach the library, the entomologist discovers that the books record more than just the past 80 years. Meanwhile, the girl suddenly begins spitting up blood. The man knows time is running out, so he pretends to find a female patient to treat her body, but secretly swaps the medication with sleeping pills. As the patient falls asleep, it is the man's chance to act. Just as the entomologist arrives, he uncovers the truth about the woman's immortality. The family has been using a process akin to body switching for generations to prolong her life. The so-called eternal youth is merely the result of changing her body each time. The man, unable to hide the truth any longer, admits that without this method, the woman's body will decay and die. The family does not want to see such a beautiful face fade, so they have been protecting her for generations. At this moment, the woman, who had never spoken before, suddenly begins to talk. She reveals that she does not want to harm anyone, yet every time, she watches as people die because of her. This is not the life she wants, and she no longer wishes to live in numbness. The man, mad with desperation, decides to eliminate the entomologist, the outsider, from the world. The entomologist doesn't understand the concept of love, but he knows he must save the woman. He knocks over the lights in the room, and flames quickly engulf the entire space. The entomologist escapes with the woman. As the fire destroys the house, the cherry blossom tree suddenly blooms with unprecedented vitality. This is the woman's final act of self-sacrifice, using the last of her life to nourish the tree. In her final moments, her hair turns white, and her body withers away, like a dying tree. Both she and the tree reach the end of their lives together. However, after the fire, the cherry blossom tree does not die completely. After an unknown number of years, it begins to sprout new buds, and the cycle of fate may begin anew. No one knows what will happen next.